Hello everyone, this is LW Gaming and welcome back for another video of Sword of Convallaria. Today we're going to be taking a look at what has been added for this week for Sword of Convallaria. First off, there's a couple of new events we need to talk about. So for one, we got Voyager's Condension. This is the returning event from the last time we did get like I think like a month ago, or I might be wrong, but anyways, this event came back again. And that means the guild effort will need to become back as well. So make sure you do your daily missions here, daily beacon notice. So once you get all these, you'll get your one of the 5 codes, like digital codes here. And once you get all the codes, like I would say like collected, like all of them, you can enter that code into this to get your prize. And the prize you get is Hope Luxites, which is pretty nice. And also, the new chapters has been added to the game. Chapter 9 and Chapter 10 are now in the game. Chapter 9 is the Birdcage, while Chapter 10 is the Hanged Men. So we'll be seeing some Hanged Men chapters here. Interesting. And there's also the event quest going on right now. So let's see what these are. So, okay, doesn't seem we'll be able to get any of these yet, but we can get at least some of them. Okay, so this is limited time. Okay, it's a shame though. It's nice that they're offering us more potions, but I kind of wish they would keep it permanent. But unfortunately, how this game is designed, they want you to really spend them, not hoard them. Oh man. Yeah, I'm gonna tackle some Fool's Journey later on in the future, but right now I'm pretty much stacked with other things. Not just Sword Convallaria, also Languisher as well. So yeah, you can imagine I am gonna be really busy this week. Like honestly. What else is there to cover? Anything else? Anything else? Salmon Scale, that's the one we did cover the other day. Yeah. Anyways, there's also a new Destined banner active in this cycle. Ah, that's interesting. There are two new characters. There are two existing characters from the past have made it in as a Destined banner. This time around, we got Inanna and Xavier. And I gotta say, these two are pretty interesting to grab. But for one, I do own Inanna myself, and I gotta say, she is the best healer in the entire game. And I'm not even joking. She is in fact the best out there. Like she can provide you like the healing, no problem. She can provide act again as well, and also she provide a personal guard, which is pretty nice because Inanna is actually the most valuable unit. Like if you think of her like Liana from Languisher, that is exactly her role. Plus she has Tiara's healing, or maybe Almeida healing actually, because after ending action she will also heal a small amount to an ally with the lowest HP. So anyways, let's talk about what they do. So let's see, Inanna. We should talk about the trait really quick. So the trait here is called Pearl of Iria. At the start of the battle, Inanna summons one guard of princess. One guard of the princess, which is the personal guard, by the way. At the end of the turn, she heals the 2 allies with the lowest HP percentage with the 4% within 4 tiles of herself for 25% of her magic attack, and grants them 1 random level 2 buff for 2 turns. Guard the princess's attack and defense increased by 15%. This skill, the skill to summon guard of the princess can be used an additional 2 times per battle. So yeah, as you can see, she can summon 2 guards at 5 stars, which is pretty nice. So that means you'll be able to have like more units on your team at a time. Yeah, she's pretty much like a best of both worlds. Like she's kind of like Sissy White in some ways from Languisher, but of course with the act again, although Sissy White does have act again, but you unlock it through her 3C. So yeah, you can see some similarities with Inanna if you've been playing Languisher in the past. You'll easily get familiar with this character. That's for sure. Okay, let's talk about what the skills that she has. So she has a guard. She has a skill called guard. It's an instant skill. It teleports the guard princess in front of Inanna and grants the guard potential burst for 2 turns. When the guard is defeated, the skill summons a new guard of the princess. Okay, so this is an interesting skill. So, anyways, the potential burst is that increases attack by 20% and defense by 40%. Grants attribute debuff immunity. Or actually, no, attribute debuff block. Or whatever. Yeah. Or it could be just immunity, actually, come to think of it. Because this applies it to the guard. So yeah, pretty much this is really good for like keeping your tanks alive, but also to warp them to a place where you want them to be. Princess's Comfort. This is the one that's like healing like multiple allies at once, but here's a catch. This one only applies to allies that are within 2 blocks of her. So this is not like mass healing in Languisher. You had to do it like near allies. So yeah, there could be good scenarios with this, but at the same time, if you want to heal them from far away, this is not the skill you want to bring because it doesn't do that. So anyways, this is the healing skill. Inanna heals all allies within a 2-tile radius for 60% of her M attack, and dispels 2 of their debuffs. Which is pretty nice because, if your units have debuffs all of a sudden, this is the skill that you need to use to clear it up. And this will cost you 2 of those NRGs, by the way. And for guard skill, it's a 3-turn cooldown. And then Princess's Prayer. This is the one I'm talking about when it comes to Act Again. This one essentially does Act Again. Like, allows one ally that has already acted to act again, and grants this ally attack +2, and defense 2 up for 2 turns. If the target is the guard of the princess, additionally heals the guard for 60% M attack. Yeah, as you can see, this is actually pretty good. But however, you can use it on anyone you want. You don't have to do it on the guard, by the way, which you already knew this by now. So, anyways, moving on, we have Battlefield Trial. This is a reaction skill. Decrease damage taken by 8% for each character defeated within 5 tiles around the character. Increases M attack by 6%, up to 30%. This can be good in some scenarios, but however, in most situations, you do not want your allies to die. So yeah, I would say this is a bit of a mix when it comes to whether you want to use this or not. But personally, I don't think this is necessary. But anyways, there are other skills you can go and take a look at. But we'll see her in full kit as well. So because like this preview only shows the skills that are like unique to her or something. Anyways, there's also Flight of the Princess. I believe you get this at level 55. Well, although I'm not that far yet. So anyways, Inanna sacrifices 9% of her current HP to dispel all debuffs. She gains invisibility and healing 5 up, and expands the range of the trade skill by 2 times. She heals all allies within range. All effects last for 2 turns. So this skill is pretty powerful, but at the same time you are vulnerable as well. But thankfully, with the buffs that she gets from this, negates that. And this will have a 5-turn cooldown. And I gotta say, this skill is pretty strong. But sadly, I won't be able to see it myself because I haven't unlocked it yet. Maybe at some point when I reach level 55, this will change my perspective. Anyways, we'll talk about her full kit later. Right now, we gotta cover Escavir next. So, anyways, Escavir is a breaker class, of course. Inanna is a watcher, plus a healer, of course. Anyways, Escavir is let's see what he does. So he wields like some kind of a pole arm, I think. Not an axe, although it looks like an axe, but it's actually not. It looks like a pole arm to me. So anyways, he has a reaction skill called Indomitable Spirit. for each enemy within 2 tiles before being attacked, decreases the incoming damage by 10%, up to 40%. So I think I did see this guy in one of those like one one of those one of those stages that you challenge them in specific class types. Yeah, I think he appears at one of the bosses. And this is what he looks like initially. And this is what he looks like at 5 stars. I should probably show you what she look like as a 1 star really quick. Inanna looks like this as a 1 star, but when you reach to a certain level, like 5 stars, she would look like this. Pretty nice. Okay, let's head back to Escavor. So his traits, we should probably read his trait first. For each enemy within a range of 2 tiles around Escavor, his attack increases by 8%, up to 32%. At the start or end of the turn, if there are enemies within 1 tile radius around him, he deals an additional 40% physical damage. Oh my goodness. Escavor is nuts. Like he provides AoE as long as there's someone standing near him, like an enemy standing near him, like 1 tile radius around him. He'll deal a lot of damage. Not necessarily not necessarily a lot of damage, but you do get like a decent amount of damage on them if they're too close to him. Yeah, so that's something you should probably watch out for if you're fighting against him. Anyways, he has the skill called Chaotic Battle, and this does physical damage. Escavor deals 70% damage to all enemies within 2 tiles around him, generating 40% lifesteal and inflicting heal receive minus for 2 turns. Healing receive down. Minus also same thing, but so yeah, basically he is pretty nuts with this skill. So there's an AoE attack that also provide lifesteal for himself and also inflicting the healing we receive down effect, which means that your enemies will not be healing much than they normally would for 2 turns. Pretty nasty, don't you think? Spear of Iria, this is the passive skill. At the start of the round, fully recovers NRG and gains speed 3 increase for 2 turns. All effects have a cooldown of 5 turns. So let's see. Yeah, increases speed by 150. So yeah, this is actually huge. So in case you guys don't know what speed determines the turn order. So when you have this buff active on Escavor, you can imagine that he's probably going to go first relatively often with this. So yeah, I gotta say, Escavor is a nice character to grab if you like him. And we also have Muzoyu. I don't know if that's the right pronunciation, but I'm sorry if I butchered it. So anyways, there's a physical damage. Escavor deals 110% damage to all enemies within the 3x1 area in the target direction, knocking them back by 2 tiles. After attacking, he gains parry and preempt for 2 turns. So let's take a look what these are. So let's see, parry is a state, by the way. Before receiving a physical melee attack, turns to face the attacker and adds 20% of the character's physical attack to physical defense. Pretty nice. And then the preempt is a buff. Turns immediately before being attacked by the enemy from the front or side, dealing damage to the attacker. So basically, it's like a counter attack, and this is a first strike, by the way. So if the enemy try to attack you, they'll take the damage first before they attack you. I think this is nothing new here, because I have a character that does that as well, which is a Neon Dai. I think that's how you pronounce his name. I'm sorry if I butchered that name, but anyways, he is another one of those breaker that I have personally that has a preempt buff in some scenarios. And finally, we have Falling Comet Dash. This is a physical damage skill. Escavor selects one spot within a cross-shaped range around him, charges to location, and deals 90% damage to enemies within a 3x4 area in the target direction. inflict speed 2 down for 2 turns. So this one right here is pretty nasty. So I did happen to witness this against me, which is the thing like that reduces your speed. So yeah, when that happens, you can tell that your units are gonna not be able to go on their turn order that they normally would. So for example, their turn will be delayed with this speed down. So yeah, Escavir is the one person who wants to mess up with the enemy's turn order. Which honestly, it is pretty nasty. So anyways, since I do have some resources on me, I might as well try to summon for someone here. But let me take a look what kind of rate are we at the moment. Okay, so the Destined guarantee applies here as well, so which is pretty nice. So yep, anyways, let's do a casual poll real quick. My slate has been reset because last time we get Coca from a debut banner, although it really didn't matter because that doesn't carry over anyways. So we're gonna be pulling in the Destined banner this time. Hopefully to get someone like new. Although I gotta say those characters that already existed in game, but anyways, let's see what we got here. Here's the first 10. Oh, already rainbow. Interesting. I got rainbow already. And right away.
堂々たる気概、勇敢に戦う熱い血潮、犠牲を恐れぬ精神、それらすべてを備えてこそ軍人は。おい、あんたは新しい戦友か？だったら、あんたも俺と同じように、この世界の平和のために戦ってるってことだよな。
Hold on. Are you serious? What I'd say earlier, like I did say I was gonna casually summon here, but look at that. Escavor just joined just like that. What the heck? I mean, I'm not upset, but I'm glad this actually happened early. But wow. Okay, I got Lash. Okay. Angel, that's pretty nice. Okay, some other random stuff. Okay. Let's see. Is there any more? Blade. Okay. Fire Conjurer. Recruit Assassin. Outlaw Crossbowman. K8 Guard. Okay, nothing else. So we got the character I actually wanted. Oh my goodness. Now here's the question: since I got the character I wanted, does that mean my thing got reset? It looks like it did. So, yep, this is back to 0. There we go. So I can just safely leave it at that. And also a reminder for other banner, like the debut banner for Coca, she will be leaving by the end of next Thursday. So if you still need to get her I recommend you try to summon her because she does provide a lot of healing support. If you need more healers, that is, she's the girl you need to get. Like she has a frying pan. She can like make people go to sleep with the mushrooms, and also all that stuff. And also she's capable of dispelling debuffs, by the way. So yep, hope you'll find this video informative, helpful, whatever it is. Anyways. Oh yeah, actually before I forget, I should probably show you the Inanna, like I said in the video earlier. Inanna's full kit, because I do happen to own her. And now Escavor as well. So I think I should probably try to show you what the skills that she carries. Pretty quick. So at rank 1, she comes with Princess Prayer, which we did already cover. And the other skill she has is the defense boost. Like as you can see here, you can just read it by yourself. Like this one basically provides a physical defense up to all allies within a target location, and grants immunity to defense attribute debuffs, which lasts for 2 turns. Let's see, the defense attribute debuffs includes physical defense and magic defense down, and also vulnerable. So that means you won't get any of these because you're immune to it. And there's also guard, which we already covered, and that's on rank 3. Battlefield Trial is rank 5. And the other one you can get is the Protection of Light. When hit by an active single target attack, damage taken is decreased by 30%. This effect can be activated one time per round. So yeah, your Inanna is not going to be vulnerable on the first hit, but the second and the rest of the hits, yeah, good luck surviving that. Although, I'm not saying this is battle per se, but it's just that this is a decent option if you prefer that over the Battlefield Trial, which is honestly, you do not want people to die. Just saying. And then the other skill she comes with is like Soulmate. It's a support skill. Grants all allies within 3 tiles around the character cold attack and cold defense for 3 turns. For Ira's allies, the target count for cold attack and cold defense is additionally increased by 1. So let's see what these are. So basically, it's a attack. Okay, so basically it's like increased stats for all allies within 2 tiles. Okay, so that's what that means. And she also has this skill called Light of Sanction. This is the one that does AoE, and within 2 tiles, of course. And then on top of that, anybody that got hit by this will have their 2 buffs removed. So this is key for some battles in the weapon trial. So, for example, like in a trial where you need to dispel certain buffs on the boss. Inanna is the one of the units you can use to dispel it. And then on rank 9, you'll start unlocking new basic skills. So this one here is called Armor Piercing Strike. Deals 8% magical damage and inflicts physical defense 1 down and magic defense down 1 down, on the target for 2 turns. So yeah, pretty straightforward. This decreases the enemy's defense capabilities, which is pretty nasty, even though as a healer. And then if you go for this route called Merciful Strike, this one does 80% magic damage and increase the effect of the next healing skill by 15%, lasting for 2 turns. So yeah, as long as you attack, your next time you use a healing skill, it's gonna be more effective. Pretty nice. And then you unlock the next set of skills at rank 11. And this one's called MDef Command, is an aura. Increase MDef by 30% for other allies within 2 tiles around the character. Straightforward. And this is the one we already did cover in our time. And now let's take Escavor really quick. My goodness. I really can't believe I actually did get him here. Oh my goodness. So let's see what his skills, when it comes to it. So he does have the Combat Frenzy, which is the passive skill. And this one grants him 20% lifesteal. And risky move, physical attack increased by 20%, but physical defense and magic defense are decreased by 15%. So basically you have more offensive built into this, but in exchange, you are losing some of your defense. So think wisely if you want to do this. But honestly, you really want to do this for more damage. But at the same time, you should also be aware that you're also losing some of your defense capabilities. And he also had Legacy of Comrade. When an ally in the battle is defeated, recovers 30% HP for the character, and the character gains attack plus 2, physical defense 2 up, and also magic defense 2 up for 3 turns. Yeah, this is something that you might want to use because like if your ally dies, he gets to heal up, which is nice. And this is the one we already did cover, so we don't need to say it again. Same with this one. Strengthen Activation is a reaction skill. Increase the healing received by 10%. When receiving healing, gains a damage up of 2 for 1 turn. Pretty nice. Spear of Iria. I think this is the one we already covered. Battle Flag of Iria. Okay, and this is the leader's aura. And this is a faction buff when it comes to Languisher wise. But anyways, this is for Iria allies. Increase attack by 10% and defense by 20%. Nice. And then there's the basic attack upgrade when you reach the rank 9. Basic attack deals 100% physical damage and increase the damage of the next skill by 15%. So this skill is pretty nasty when it comes to offense. And then there's also the one called Feverish Attack. This one does 100% physical damage and gains 20% lifesteal. Yep. So yep, this person likes to steal HP from allies. Not from allies, from enemies. And we did see this one already, so we don't need to say it again. And same with this one here. So now we get the full understanding what these characters does. I'll start building them off camera whenever it's possible. So anyways, and also before we forget, I just want to let you know what those two characters have when it comes to factions. So Inanna, let's see, where is she? Inanna is part of Iria, which means that she can be buffed by Escavor at the same time, which is pretty nice. And she's also part of Discipline as well. And as well as Sword Convallaria. Meanwhile, for Escavor, he is only part of two factions, Iria and Fortitude. So yep, that's about it here. Hope you all find this video helpful or informative, and I'll see you all next time.